You play the lottery?
No.
All right, never? You never buy lottery tickets?
I've probably bought like 3 in my lifetime.
Is a sin? Like when Mega Millions up to like $2 billion, you don't buy it?
I've bought a lottery ticket like 3 times ever in my life.
I won the lottery and haven't told my friends. 3 years ago, my husband and I won the lottery. I won't say the exact number because I don't want people to figure out which one and when, but suffice to say it was in the multiple millions. We were normal people with normal jobs, and obviously it has completely changed our lives. We have treated ourselves to lots of lovely holidays and moved to a bigger house. We have, however, sworn each other to secrecy. We haven't told our kids, parents, or any of our friends. We'd heard the horror stories of people losing their friends to jealousy, and we just didn't want that for ourselves. As far as they're aware, me and my husband just had a good year at work. We're self-employed. What's difficult is that one of my best friends is very bad with money and frequently complains about being broke, okay? She recently lost a leg in a car accident.
Oh my God.
Set up a GoFundMe to help cover costs. To which I donated a couple of £100. I know that if she knew how much money I now have, she'd expect me to help out in a significant way.
Oh my God.
And I don't feel that I should be obligated.
Oh my God. I wonder.
This has taken such a turn. Am I the demon for keeping the secret?
Wow.
It's crazy thinking like there are hundreds of people out there who have won millions upon millions of pounds.
Yeah.
But to then be like, my friend lost her leg.
We won it. It's our money.
It's my money and I don't think I should have to spend it on her leg. I don't feel like I should pay Leggy Sue. It's crazy.
It is
so funny.
Insane.
I mean, depending on, I definitely would have donated more than £300 to my good friend who.
I mean, you could pay for it because you could have a company call and say, "Hey, we've heard that you've been in blah blah blah."
I would have anonymous,
and we're willing to fund your leg, because it's some charity and we help people out, and you could do some shit like that.
I would have anonymously donated to that friend.
Okay, but
because it seems like that friend just has like a shitty draw of luck, like she already is bad with money, complain with money, and then loses her leg, like. How's she supposed to pay for those medical bills? She already ain't got no money.
Here's the fucked up thing with California, guys. California makes you identify yourself when you win the lottery. Like you can't hide.
So how did they hide? They're not in California?
No, I mean, some states you don't have to show yourself, but I think California you have to identify yourself. Maybe if you put the ticket in some trust or something, there's a way you could have someone collect. There might be a way out somehow. But with Cali, they require lottery winners to identify themselves. Why the fuck would you do that? So that dude in Cali who won $2 billion?
I would identify myself, but I would just hope that nobody pays attention.
No, dude, people paid attention to this one, okay? Because this was the biggest Mega Millions ever.
What do you do, wear a bag over his head?
California man wins biggest lottery ever. You remember... Yeah, see, 1.2, when was this?
So he had to give $1 billion away back to the government.
I mean, big deal.
The California lottery revealed the identity of our state's newest billionaire after a historic win last year. Rosemary Casarati won the largest Mega Millions jackpot in state history. She bought the lucky $1.2 billion ticket on December 27th at a Circle K.
It's a bigger one than this now.
The gas station is just off of Interstate 5 in the small town of Cottonwood. State law mandates that the California lottery must disclose the full names of the winners and reveal the locations where those winning tickets were sold. The business earned $1 million bonus for selling that winning ticket. Lottery officials say this Mega Millions drawing generated $89 million for California's public schools.
Fucking wild, right? Like her name and everything out there. Yeah. The one I'm talking about is a guy who won like nearly $2 billion, dog. It was fucking wild. See right here, Edwin Castro, Powerball winner, $2 billion. You see? So he's the biggest ever. And this is he went out and he bought a ticket and fucking
Where
won.
at?
I don't know. I think he lives somewhere like in Altadena or Arcadia. Yeah, see the Altadena. Isn't that the area that just burned down?
The winning fucking lottery tickets are already in rich neighborhoods?
Altadena is a rich neighborhood?
Yeah, well, not since it got burnt down.
Altadena wasn't wealthy, right?
It's a wealthy neighborhood. It's like a wealthy black neighborhood in LA.
No, that ain't really a black neighborhood. That's a mixed neighborhood, though.
It is. It's a wealthy black
Look at the house he bought. Okay, this motherfucker bought a $25 million house. Look at this shit.
Insane.
Look at that shit.
How's he doing today?
I don't know. I mean, with $2 billion, it's hard to go broke because you can live off the interest on that by just putting that in the bank. So he shouldn't be broke. But lottery dudes known for losing their fucking money.
Did he lose his homes to the wildfires? Yeah. Altadena is like a historically black neighborhood in LA. It's like a really nice neighborhood.
I think he has a couple houses. Look at this fucking house, dude. God damn. That is wild. But I wouldn't.
So I'm wondering, when these people win the lottery, do they usually buy like 4 or 5 tickets, or do they just buy 1 ticket?
Some dudes just buy 1 ticket. I mean, I think a lot of winners.
Do people ever pick their numbers, or do they just like?
Both. Both. But see, my problem with that is, does he keep the money if he's accidentally deported? Brittany asking me. Brittany, the political shit. Here's the fucking thing though, right? You do not want people knowing you won that. Oh God, that's gonna be a nightmare. Like,
if I won the lottery, would you call me and ask me for money?
Yeah, why not? If you win $2 billion, I can be all over. Hey, Shayla.
How much you asking for?
I can be like, no, hey, Shayla, you know what? When we did this show, man, we just had so much chemistry. You know what I mean?
How much you asking for?
I'm asking for your hand in marriage.
That's crazy, because you know what, y'all?
Emma told me it's cool. We just gotta pay
Think
it
about how
off.
much people is in your life that's gonna ask you for money. Everybody. Before you know it, you ain't gonna have no money left.
Wait a minute, you remember the black chick? Oh God, who won the lottery?
No, what happened?
She won a ton of money, like 100 million or some shit like that, and she funded her boyfriend's rap album, and then like he was in jail and she had to do some shit for this, and dude, it was all kinds of fucked up.
Did he end up leaving her?
I don't know, but she blew a ton of money with this dude. A ton. Y'all remember that, guys?
These men be out here bums.
Big man, they say Altadena
Let the
just
machine pick
faster
the
than with
number?
more bloods.
Yeah, and they both burned down.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Hold on, man. Okay, hold on.
Or not Pasadena, it was Altadena and
Black woman
in the other
wins
neighborhood.
lottery, pays for boyfriend's rap. Something like that. Okay. See here.
Ooh, and she's beautiful.
This is here.
And she's pretty. Pays off the mistresses? Oh, hell.
Powerball winner Marie Holmes, $180 million winner. Charlamagne gave her donkey of the day, dude.
When did this happen? This is 2016?
Yeah, it's all these little news stories I fucking suddenly remember with this show. Yeah.
That girl is gorgeous too. What she got?
Hold on.
What's she doing with a bomb?
Probably, had major work to do. Holmes won 180 in North Carolina's on 20. The major drama that followed shortly after Powerball win prompted Oprah Winfrey to step in and help this girl out. Lamar
Hot Sauce McDowell? Oh, hell no.
Okay. Yeah.
Got
After she was charged with possession of marijuana, posted $21 million to get her boyfriend Lamar Hot Sauce out of jail 3 times.
What?
3 times. Yeah.
Why was his bail $21 million in the first place? Like he was a fucking
dude,
murderer.
He was doing all kinds of shit.
Like he was a murderer out here. Like what the fuck?
And then she had criminal prosecution of her own. It was a fucking This him after she bailed him out. Look at the fucking jewels he's wearing now. She's standing by her man. Damn.
What's 21 times 3?
This a house.
She paid over $60 million to get that man out of jail. She only won $188 million.
And you gotta lose some of that to taxes.
Before you won the lottery, you were the mother of 4 working in Walmart. Your boyfriend was a drug dealer. You hit the Powerball, you bailed him out. Not once, but twice.
No, actually 3.
3 times. You have totally screwed up here. This is a mess. Tell her how she won the lottery. Tell her.
Oh, hell. What the fuck?
Yeah, she fucked up.
Hello, my beloved.
I want to follow this story.
Do it. It was wild. But you gotta understand something though.
I didn't know people actually won the lottery.
Well, what the fuck you thought happened? Like no one won? That they just was like, hey, it's a lottery. Let us buy a ticket. Oh, there's no winner.
They're all industry plants. That's what I fucking thought.
Oh God, chill.
Like regular people actually fucking
Everything
win the
with chill
lottery?
is a conspiracy theory. But let me explain something. The lottery for most people is the worst fucking thing that can happen because you can blow the money. Because guess what? If you like a poor dude, right? Mm-hmm. Living paycheck to paycheck. Let's just say you're making $50,000 a year. Mm-hmm. And now they come in and they give you $250 million, right? Dog.
Invest. So you never have to work again.
Fucking what? You don't need to invest in shit. You just need to put the shit in the bank and live off the interest.
Buy a couple McDonald's.
You don't need to buy shit. You're already rich. Okay? You are never gonna have that much money in your life. Your friends around you are never gonna have that much money in their life.
Buy a Walmart. So
you don't need to buy shit. You could put the money in the bank and just live off the interest and try to relax, but that's not how it is. This one calling you because they got cancer. This one calling you because he owed this. This one need bail. You know what I mean? Like
$50,000 a year in this economy is definitely poor, Stew Chicken. You know that.
Yeah, but still, what I'm saying is, everyone lighten up your phone. Then you go from, maybe you was catching the bus into like, oh, I got this brand new Escalade now. I got to trick it out. I got to do all kinds of shit.
You don't have to do none of that though.
Yeah, but Sheila, this is what you do because you got the fucking money.
All you gotta do is just pay off your debt, buy a Walmart, and chill.
Oh my God, what the fuck? You can't buy a Walmart.
Why can't you buy a Walmart?
Because it's owned by the Walmart family, the Walden family. It's a family business.
So then you put some, what is it called? It's not Bitcoin, but the other thing. Stocks. Put some money in the stocks then.
What stocks?
And then relax.
What stocks?
In the Walmart stocks.
You don't need to buy any stock.
Put some stuff in some stocks, right?
Shelly, you don't need to buy shit. All you need to do is put the money.
That money's gonna run out.
No, it's not gonna run out. All you need to do is put the money in the fucking bank.
It's gonna run out.
How is it gonna run out?
Over the course of the rest of your life, that money will run out.
That money doesn't.
If you do not invest it, it will run out.
Oh, you would totally go broke if you fucking had that. Just based on the way you're talking.
If you don't invest that money, it's gonna run out.
What do you have to invest in?
Huh?
Why?
So that invest in it so you get more money. So your money's just not sitting there being wasted. You're making money.
Okay, notice what she just said.
Make passive money.
So the money is just not sitting there being wasted. The best thing that could happen, because you do not know how to handle that kind of fucking money. So the best thing you could do is take that to the bank.
Why is the best thing to do not invest and get a passive income?
You're getting passive income.
By what?
Putting it in the fucking bank.
But as soon as you take it out the bank, you're not going to get that passive income anymore.
They're giving you interest. You're getting interest on money being in the bank.
And then when you take the money out the bank, where's the interest coming from?
You're taking the interest out every year. You just live off the interest of the money. This ain't making sense to you, right?
How much money do they give you in interest? How much do they give you in interest a year?
The interest at the bank?
It's a livable wage.
Hold on. Hey, Siri. What's the interest rate at Bank of America right now on a savings account?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Sure. Watch.
First of all, don't trust
Bank
none of the
America's
banks.
Advantage Savings Account offers a standard APY of 0.0.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Siri. That's not it. Hold on. But let's just go to Bank of America real quick. I can show you what I'm talking about.
I don't even trust the banks, y'all. Banks
Bank of America.
Banks be giving your money away to other people.
Interest rates. Okay, watch this. Okay, look at this. This is the mortgage rate. Savings account offers much from...
Buy majority stake in a sports team. That's not a bad idea, Mr.
You
Darren.
don't need to do any of this because you don't know fucking how. You've never had this kind of money before.
That's why I said I don't trust the banks, Big C.
But Big C, hold on. Sheila, listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. I wish Bozak was here. Listen to what I'm saying.
Corey explained it, but I understand that, Corey, but is it really enough to live off of?
What the fuck off 250 million? Yes.
Shayla, trust the ones overseas. Yeah, I heard the banks overseas are better.
What are you talking about? Listen to me.
But Dark Souls, you're over here talking shit like it's a bad
high yield
advice to tell you to invest your money.
This is an investment. This is an investment in a way. Nappy Stick is saying a high yield account will give you 3 to 4%. Understand what happens. If you win 250 million, right?
Okay.
The government is going to take fucking half of that in taxes, right?
So you have 175.
So, no, you have 125. Hey, Siri, what's 3% of 125 million? Okay, so 3% of 125 million is 3 million. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's $3,750,000. You understand what that means? That means that every year, that's how much interest that money being in the bank earns.
Okay.
So now, you know that every year, I mean, the interest rate can fluctuate. Sometimes it go up, sometimes you get to play with that 3.75 million. So you can do whatever stupid shit you want to do with that without ever touching the main sum of money. Rather than trying to buy fucking Walmart or buy McDonald's, which you don't even know how to fucking run, okay? You could relax.
Buy it and relax. It's already running itself.
You could relax with your money in the bank. Because again, you don't know. You've never had this kind of money.
Yeah, but like you don't want to like create a fucking legacy to leave your kids behind. Business and entrepreneurship.
You already have $125 million.
You trust the banks? What is the bank gonna do when World War III hits? You think you're gonna see any of your fucking money?
Okay,
they're gonna take your money and use that to fund the next fucking world war.
Okay, Shayla.
I don't trust the banks. I'm not gonna put all of my life earning in the bank and then just rely on the bank.
Okay,
because what happens when the bank decides to levy your account?
Okay, but listen.
What if they levy your account? Then what? You have nothing.
Listen. First thing, you don't have to put it all in one bank. You could use different banks. Okay? You could use different banks. But you acting as if, notice what you just said, World War III. Whatever you buy get blown the fuck up anyway. So I mean, what's the difference? This is the safer way. I guarantee you the majority of lottery winners wish they had just put the money in the bank and lived off the fucking interest. They would all be way better off. Because 99% of dudes who win the lottery end up fucking broke. It is the worst thing that can fucking happen to you.
Okay, stop.
So you just put the money in the bank. It ain't like you'd like go buy McDonald's. How much you can make off buying the McDonald's? The headache of that. You don't even know how to run a fucking McDonald's.
It's running itself. That's why you buy one that's already functioning.
How does it run itself?
You buy a McDonald's that already has a general manager, that already has a staff, a crew, people that know what they're doing, people that know how to inventory.
The general manager just quit.
Hire a different general manager.
The kitchen have a big issue where the kitchen caught on fire.
Call the fire department. What the fuck?
Okay, so the fire department gonna repair your kitchen now?
Huh? You repair your own kitchen.
Dude, like you don't even need to deal with that. Actually, this is
don't be a business owner. Is what you're saying?
You
don't own a. Don't
hold on.
A
You gotta understand something. Okay, here's the thing.
What happens when the bank decides to use your money to fund something, though? What are you gonna do?
The bank always uses our money to fund something. When you put money in the bank, they don't keep it; they lend it to other people.
I know that.
Okay, but my point being is this: you work to make money. Okay, hold on. You work to make money, right? You work to make money. So you like Shayla saves up her bartending tips and she buys a McDonald's and then she get another McDonald's and she has all this stuff going on, right? Mm-hmm. That's still ain't gonna make you at the end of the day 125 million. My point is you've already won the game.
Okay.
So fucking take the win.
Okay.
Rather than going out there and be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna invest. You know, fucking. That's what a lot of ball players do, right? Because a lot of ball players end up broke at the end, right?
They try to invest?
Yeah, I mean, some of them do it good. Like LeBron's been really fucking good.
Right.
But most of them dudes, they put the money in this car wash and this goes fucking sideways.
Investments are what, too
risky? So if you got a $200 million fucking contract, naturally some of that going to taxes, some going to agents and stuff, you might have been better off just putting that shit in the fucking bank. A lot of them wish they had done that. If you got now you could take classes and begin to learn investing and understand it, and then play with some of the money that's your interests. Mm-hmm. You know, why the fuck we having this conversation?
Use the interest money to play with it. Because what if I go off and I win a lottery tomorrow?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You could play around. The interest money you get to play with. You could take some investing classes. You could do this. You could even buy McDonald's out of the interest money. Don't touch the base.
Look who entered the fucking chat.
What's up, Bozak? What's up? What's up, Bozak?
We're talking about it because look.
I'm just saying, guys. So, hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's 4% of 125
Corey,
million?
shut the fuck up. How about that?
Okay.
You're sitting here.
125 million is 5 million.
Okay. So, guys, here's the thing. Here's what I'm
Don't tell
trying
me
to
what
say.
to do.
Okay, so chat.
You
here's
go
the
focus
thing.
on catching a fish.
Okay, chat. So she wins $250 million in the lottery. The governments can take half of that in taxes, right?
Right.
She puts it in the bank, and the bank is paying her 4% interest rate. That means every year, Shayla's getting $5 million fucking dollars in interest.
Just for
the money being in the bank.
in a safe.
Now with that $5 million that you're getting, you could go buy stupid shit. You could go, you know what? Let me take some of this and let me try to fucking work on a McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
Where if the shit goes sideways, that's not your main money.
Okay.
If you want to play business, I don't know why the fuck you'd want to do that because you already won the game. My ass would be in fucking Europe with my 5 million, getting my balls licked. I'm sorry. I mean, if I wasn't with Emma, I'd be getting my balls licked. But hey, it's each his own.
So you're investing in Period, Keanu.
Yeah, anyway. This
Was educational conversation.
This is an interesting conversation. So just remember that if you win, you don't have to do no crazy shit trying to act like you're Warren Buffett because you're fucking not. And you like go buy stocks. Which ones? You know?
Apple, the ones that are doing well, who continue to rise. Stanley, probably. Actually, we don't know where the economy is going, so probably don't buy any stocks right now. I think everybody's economy, their stocks are going to go down.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's another thing you
unless, like, okay, in an economy where, like, there's another Great Depression, which stocks would you purchase knowing that fact? Probably alcohol, because I feel like people are gonna buy alcohol more.
Dude, if it's a depression, we all fucked. You know what I mean? Did y'all watch images of the Great Depression? You see the food line? Everybody was in the fucking food line, dog.
Oof.
And let's be very clear about the Great Depression.
People were still getting lit though, right?
We could.
The liquor stores probably did well.
We could, because it was prohibition too.
The liquor stores did well, so invest in some liquor stors if we're entering a Great Depression.
Yeah. If you got 125 minutes, just shut up and enjoy the money, okay? You won. Stop playing. This is at the casino. She hit the jackpot and she's like, let me keep playing. Don't play anymore.